Have you ever felt like fear of failure is holding you back from reaching your dreams? That little voice in your head saying, "What if I mess this up?" It can stop you before you even begin. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the problem. It's how we look at it. Today, we're going to reframe failure and turn it into a powerful tool for growth. By the end of this, you'll have 3 simple, actionable steps to help you face challenges with confidence. Let's start with this. Fear of failure is completely normal. Our brains are wired to protect us from disappointment, judgment, or pain. It's a survival instinct, but staying in that protective bubble can keep you stuck. Think about this for a moment. What's one thing you've hesitated to do because you were afraid to fail? Was it applying for a new job, starting a passion project, speaking up about something that matters to you? That hesitation often stems from perfectionism, the pressure to meet expectations, or the fear of what others might think. Sound familiar? Let's unpack this together. Step 1, shift how you view failure. The next time something doesn't go as planned, instead of thinking, "I've failed," ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Write it down. This is called a growth mindset, seeing challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks. When you treat failure as feedback, it becomes a tool to help you grow. Here's an example. If you've ever been turned down for a job, take a moment to reflect. What did you learn about the process? Maybe it's about improving your interview skills or finding a role that better suits your strengths. This simple shift can change how you approach every setback. If you're still unsure how to find the lesson, start small. After a minor mistake, write down 3 things you'll do differently next time. You'll begin to see failure as less intimidating and more like a guide pointing you in the right direction. Step 2, break big goals into smaller steps. Fear often feels overwhelming because the goal seems too massive to achieve. Picture this. You're standing at the bottom of a mountain, staring up at the peak and thinking, "How will I ever get there?" The key is to focus on the first step. Here's what to do. Write down your goal and break it into 3 small actions you can take this week. For instance, if your goal is to start a side business, your first steps might be researching your niche, outlining your idea, and setting up a free tool to track your progress. Small, consistent actions build confidence and keep you moving forward. Here's another tip. Celebrate those small wins. Each completed step is proof that you're making progress, no matter how small. It's these little victories that build momentum over time. Step 3, practice self-compassion. Now let's talk about how you treat yourself when things don't go as planned. Imagine a friend coming to you, upset because they feel like they've failed. You'd probably offer them kindness, encouragement, and a reminder of their strengths. But do you give yourself the same compassion? The next time you face a setback, pause and say, "It's okay, I'm learning, and I'll grow from this." Research shows that self-compassion reduces stress and helps you bounce back faster. Try this. Write yourself a kind message, just as you would to a friend, and keep it somewhere visible. It's a small act, but it makes a big difference. For example, if you've struggled with a project, write a note saying, "I'm proud of the effort I put in. I'll take what I've learned and try again." Keep it on your desk or phone, somewhere you'll see it often. Before we wrap up, let me share something inspiring. Did you know that J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was published? Imagine if she'd let the fear of failure stop her. Her story reminds us that failure isn't the end, it's just part of the journey, and often it's the chapter right before success. Let's quickly recap the 3 steps we covered. Shift how you view failure. Treat it as feedback and find the lesson. Break big goals into smaller steps and celebrate each small win. Practice self-compassion and talk to yourself as kindly as you would to a friend. So here's my challenge for you. Take one fear you've been holding on to, reframe it, and write down one small step you can take this week to face it. Remember, failure doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond to it. Every setback is shaping you, preparing you for something greater. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Living in Gold for more inspiration. Let's keep the conversation going. What's one fear you're ready to let go of today? Share it in the comments below and let's support each other on this journey. I'll be cheering you on every step of the way.